this Dezz situation is disturbing. Alright, video by DH. Yeah, man, let's get right to this video, man. Some strange shit going on.
Dezz allegations are insane, but after seeing everything, I do think that this situation in particular is just a huge misunderstanding. However, Dezz may not be as innocent as he claims, and due to the virality of this incident, an older allegation has resurfaced, and after looking into that, it appears that that one may hold weight. But I'ma quit yapping. There's so much to cover today. Y'all already know I'm the hood Socrates, and let's start. Comment for the algorithm. Okay, so the allegations start when a streamer named the Stock Guy decided to recount an experience he had at the Streamer Awards. Now I want to start by saying I don't think bro is clout chasing. This is an older white gentleman who streams stocks. His demographic is very disconnected from the black experience, from black culture, blase blase. So I think going into everything, let's be mindful of that. And I also want to make it abundantly clear, I'm not doing this to defend Dezz. I'm just trying to take an unbiased approach to some allegations, especially when I feel like the way they're approaching this allegation is setting a precedent for black people as a whole. But I digress. With that being said, there are more allegations against Dezz that seriously need a closer inspection, but that's for later in the video. Let's start with the Stock Guy.
So I'm in the middle, right? And I see them down there, and I hear the guy take the mic about, if you're gonna tell a joke, at least make it funny. I didn't even get the joke or whatever. And then we went to an intermission. I go down, you know, I go down to the bathroom. As I walk in the bathroom, I hear somebody come in and go, "Yo, that bitch, man, that bitch, I'll fucking toss that bitch. Well, I'll knock her teeth out. How's she gonna suck dick with no teeth? Man, that she thinks she..." And I was like, oh my God. And then he started saying something about, I don't want to repeat it, about some things that are assault wise that he's gonna do. And I'm thinking to myself, dude, this guy really I thought it was a bit. And this dude's in the bathroom talking about he's gonna straight up beat the shit out of her and do some horrible things to her. And I was coming out of the bathroom and I was like, yo man, are you okay? Like, you good? And he looked at me like this. And his friend goes, "Ah man, he's just from New York." And then they both left. And I was like normally it's none of my business and I don't get involved in it. But I'm thinking to myself, do I need to talk to somebody? Like, is this dude like just doing that? And then I realized we're also at a Streamer Awards and his boys are around. So I'm like, I gotta keep an eye on this shit. Like, he'll probably cool down through the night. But this dude really lost his shit. Like, I thought it was a bit. But then in the bathroom, this dude's straight up talking about how he wants to like beat her up, like break her teeth in, and then like, you know, obviously saying some, like, talking about beating the shit, like actually physically beating her, and then moved on to like actual SA shit. And I'm like, dude, this dude is like taking it too far.
So I did speed up the clip because I wanted you guys to hear most of what he was saying, and there were a few things that stood out to me, notably the "he's from New York" comment and just the vague way he talked about SA. This is why I said before that there's just a difference in demographic here. These guys are two vastly different people interacting with each other. This is an older white gentleman versus a younger black man from the Bronx. I don't think he's lying, but given the difference in people, I instantly clocked that there might be some missing information here, because if you know New York niggas, they have a lot of lingo that can sound kind of threatening. They're famous for spamming "suck my dick" and stuff like that, which is why the "he's from New York" comment stood out to me. It was a quick way to convey the point that he wasn't making threats. This is just how New Yorkers tend to speak.
Now, Dezz, you're only...
Now, I will say, bro, we're gonna hear about this girl who, well, maybe I should just wait for it to come up in the video, but it's actually crazy, bro. I don't know if this is a coincidence or, because I don't believe in coincidences. That's actually the thing. Not saying that it couldn't be one, but I really don't believe in those. You feel me? It got to be something that we just don't know about, that we are going to find out about. It's heating up. This could be something heating up, or this could be just somebody trying to bring that nigga down. It could be either or. But if this nigga actually did essay that girl, yeah, you cook, bro. Can't lie to you. Career is over. Life is over. Yep, for sure.
Players here come out here, admit it. I apologize for not being able to handle my emotions as a grown-ass man. Own up to that. You got shit to work on. 'Cause I don't know what the you doing at while we put actually, you know, I don't know how old you is actually. I don't know if we pushing 30 like me. But you know what I'm saying? Grown-ass man, yo. I don't know how to control my emotions fully yet, and I be crashing out verbally. I shouldn't have said that shit. I apologize. Those words don't reflect this and that third. As a real nigga, that's what a real nigga would do. I ain't gonna lie. But if you truthfully didn't do it, you come out here and say that nigga's a liar. which I don't know why that nigga would just lie about on your ass like that. I don't get why.
I think Dezz is a liability to the Kaisenat brand because he's a crash out, and I see people trying to use his crash outs as proof of the claims that are being made against him, but those two things do not correlate. I just think it's easy to toss things on a black man who isn't emotionally stoic, and I think as a general rule of thumb, I don't want to entertain that type of rhetoric because that's what it feels like to me, and it affects black men everywhere, not just
Yeah, that's where I am on that. I can't lie to you.
Dezz. And as a black man, nigga, I'ma say slow down to that. You feel me? So I just don't want anyone to misinterpret my perspective as
Yeah, I feel the same way. It's just like, you know how they be trying to throw black people through the mud, nigga. They try to throw our shit through the mud. They try to make us look like the worst type of human beings to ever exist. Yes. So like when shit like this come up, we gotta make sure everything makes sense, shit not getting thrown out of proportion, all other type of shit. Cause they'll drag it when it's a black man being accused of something, bro. Don't even. Yeah, you know everybody dragging this shit right now. I could just tell, bro. I know they dragging that shit on TikTok right now. I don't watch TikTok. I don't watch shorts or anything like that, so I'm not tapped in on everything. But I just know they tripping. I know they tripping.
a defense of Dezz, especially because I have more appalling things that he's allegedly done that hold more weight that I want to talk about, but I just have to make that clear.
It is, once you are like talking about SA, I can't respect that. Like I can't respect that. Like, you know what I'm saying? I got 3 sisters and a mother. I can't respect that. You know what I'm saying? Once you talk about SA, I can't respect anything like that, bro. Because I would never want that to happen to my sister. I would never want that to happen to my mom.
Yeah, bro. If he actually did that to that girl, ban him on every platform, nigga. I co-sign all of that shit. Like, ban that nigga on every platform, throw his name through the mud. He's gonna be forever known as an essayer. You know what I'm saying? And put him under the jail. Put him under the jail. Put him under the jail. Now, hey, bro. That's if he did it though. That's if he did it though. Yeah, that's if he did it.
It's as simple as that. It's facts. But I'm just saying, I know how shit can get misinterpreted, bro. What I'm saying is, bro, I always leave room to spare because I don't want to sit here and jump on his shit.
And the whole time you're wrong.
And the whole time you're wrong.
The misinterpretation thing is really at play here, and I don't want to beat a dead horse, but we got a New York.
Oh shit.
Most
Is, bro, I always leave room
from the Bronx. Don't want to beat a dead horse, but we got a New Yorker from the Bronx versus a white dude who streams stocks all day. That is the misinterpretation situation.
Yeah, man, but like, he's right though. I agree with Silky, bro. That's why I'm like, I'm not all the way, cause y'all know how I get, nigga. Y'all know how I get, bro. As soon as I'll be cooking that nigga right now. If I really thought he did it, I'll be cooking that nigga. I'll be cooking his ass right now as we speak. But I don't know the facts. There is no proof. Now, later in this video, y'all gonna see some crazy shit. And I'm gonna speak on that for sure. But it still ain't been confirmed yet. Yeah. Let's keep
Of
going.
doom, and that's even more of a reason why he probably should have spoke out sooner rather than off stream, but that's for later. Let's just look at Dezz's response.
Why do you call the authorities if I made them heinous threats, like them crazy? Why do you call the authorities to remove me? I can't remove somebody else out the awards when they jumped out there. When somebody jumped out there and did how they felt, why y'all removed them? Why did they get me removed? Because you know I didn't say that. You lying ass grown ass man. You know I didn't say that. You know I didn't say that, fam.
Dezz is outright saying that he denies what the stock guy is saying and explicitly states that he is lying. I also think he's valid to feel like the stock guy should have had him removed from the venue if he genuinely felt like what he was saying was concerning. So while I think that the stock guy has no reason to lie, why was his information withheld until after the show? He's friends with the person who was the recipient of the alleged threat. It doesn't make sense. SA is no laughing matter. So if the stock guy claims he heard some about SA threats or SA comments being made, I think he should have been more proactive in his response to what he heard. And because he wasn't as proactive as he could have been, I think it's valid to call his credibility into question.
I think he's saying that if it was a threat, why didn't he call the cops on the threats, whatever? You know, not all the threats are like actionable or problem enough to have the authorities involved. Sometimes you could just be a problematic person and you make a problematic comment without nobody calling the cops. Like, if somebody starts wild out saying the weirdest shit at the event, somebody can say that the wildest shit about somebody else, like they're gonna do this and that, nobody's gonna call the cops.
I'm including this XQC clip because I think he's being kind of dumb. Obviously, I do agree to an extent that not all threats are actionable, but dude, Dezz also made the case that if it was something bad, why wasn't he removed? We're talking about SA here, especially in a venue where there's clearly security and there's rules that the participants must follow or else they can be removed. I think in this scenario, XQC is being kind of dismissive, especially when Dezz didn't just solely speak about getting law enforcement involved. He also referenced someone else getting thrown out. So it's like, come on, that's a pretty valid point. From what I've seen, XQC never commented on that. And like I said, I do feel like this is in line with the rhetoric I was speaking about. If a black man isn't emotionally stoic, it's just easy to dismiss him. And this is beyond Dezz, okay? I understand that his response isn't the best, but I don't think that we should just, you know, kind of turn our brains off and say, but this nigga's angry, so whatever the stock guy said is right. That's not smart, that's not critical thinking, and that's not what I want to do.
I never threatened to hit nobody or women. I never said none of that. First of all, nigga said toss her around. Toss. The only toss I know is when we in the street at the churches, we toss back at niggas. Like, my niggas, my niggas toss at niggas. I was in the bathroom and I say, yo, gang, she was dick riding my man Castanet. She sucked Kai dick. And I said verbatim to Ralphie. I said, bro, she sucked Kai dick with teeth. Bad bitches don't use teeth when they giving the sloppy toppy. The reason why I'm describing it like that, because you jumped out there and cracked a joke. Even if you read it off some shit, you should know, don't allow yourself to do something like that, because it's not a game. So that means you were specifically on what you're saying. You're specifically trying to tear somebody's character down.
Not only did Dezz deny threatening to put his hands on Fan, the way he expressed his version of events is also kind of in line with what I was saying earlier. He felt some way because of the Diddy joke. And this is the same thing with Tylil. Makes sense for a nigga to defend his mans. This then made him angry, and so he goes to the bathroom and he said that Fan was on Kai's dick. Every nigga knows what that means. You dick riding. RDC made a whole video about it. Stop dick riding. That's all he was saying. He got angry and said that Fan was on Kai Cenat's dick. And what I'm presuming is that the stock guy, this got mistranslated into some type of violent threat because from his perspective, this angry black dude mad in the bathroom and he's talking about Fan being on Kai Cenat's dick. But assuming what Dezz is saying is true, he's basically saying he felt some way that his homeboy got a Diddy joke thrown at him and he felt like Fan was on Kai's dick. And he said this loudly enough to where the stock guy heard it and he misinterpreted it. Am I missing something?
I feel like he probably could have took in a sense like, oh, she could go suck it, you know what I'm saying, like that. And he could have probably felt like, oh, you know what I'm saying, like, oh, brother, when a nigga throw the Frank, he could take it as an, oh, nah, he's talking about SAN.
That's why he did. If it is him, he did come in and just like address it on something, bro. I said this, that, and the third. I can see how him in the stall hearing that out of context, he think I meant this, that, and third. If that's the case, though, that's if that's
like,
the
bro,
case.
a nigga.
So for him to misinterpret it on some SA shit, it's probably like that bitch just suck my dick. You suck my dick. You suck my man's dick. Fuck all that, like some shit like that. Like,
because the nigga implied, he said
he did say as.
Like,
so you think there's a good chance? Yeah, he was crashing out, but the things he was saying with the crash out can be misinterpreted as some sexual shit because the way you hear niggas talk sometimes.
Yes, 100%,
okay,
100%.
I can see that.
100%. Bro, niggas be thinking New York niggas is gay. Yo, you jack me, bro?
Okay,
yo,
so stop.
imagine if I went to the stock guy and said, yo, you jacking me? Yo, the nigga would think like I'm talking about jerking my shit.
I think Silky put it best. I don't think that anyone is right or wrong.
I mean, yeah, bro. If a nigga come to me talking about something like, you jacking me? Well, nigga, I'm aware of New York slang now, but if I wasn't, I'd be like, nigga, what the fuck? Fuck you mean? Am I jacking you, nigga? Hell no. I ain't rocking like that. Nigga, I ain't moving like that, nigga. Yeah, but, yeah. It's easy to misinterpret what a nigga is trying to say if you're not from New York, and he is, type shit. But, hell yeah.
Wrong, but the jacking lingo is the prime example. I'm not from New York, none of my friends are from New York, but we all be cracking up hearing some of their lingo. To them, it's normal, but to outsiders, niggas be like, what did they say? And as crazy as it is to, I guess, put this hypothetical out there, imagine if someone pushed up on the stock guy and was like, I'm jacking you. He'd probably be flustered and say, I don't swing that way. A white guy not understanding Bronx lingo seems pretty reasonable. It seems like something that could happen, if I'm being honest.
About some things that are assault-wise that he's gonna do, and I'm thinking to myself,
why did he's gonna do that? Why did he say he was gonna do to her? Why didn't he just say it? Why you? That's a massage. Why he was gonna do that? Why you? Cause you lying. You speaking fast. You fast talking coward ass con man. You are a liar.
And I was coming out of the bathroom and I was like, you okay? Like, you good?
Cat.
Wahi!
I never saw you.
Okay, so something's not adding up here. Dezz is claiming he never seen the stock guy, which I find weird, and it makes me wonder who exactly was with Dezz.
It makes me wonder, nigga, who's actually lying? Who's lying? Right? Right now, I believe Dezz a little more than the other guy right now, but I still don't know who telling the truth or not, because we didn't hit a break. We hit a breakthrough, bro. Bro said whole time, bro, talking about how he hear Dezz saying all this shit, but Dezz says he never saw the nigga. He never seen him. So who lying then? I have no idea, bro. I have no idea who's lying. We might find out soon enough.
In the bathroom, because they could confirm.
Yeah, like, how does he know, like, everything you said? And you literally broke it down and said, I said she was sucking my nigga dick with no teeth. How did he know you said that if he wasn't in there, though? Y'all probably ain't exchanged words, though. That's like, I don't know, bro. But how would he know you said that if he wasn't in there? How do you not see the nigga in the restroom? How big was the fucking restroom? And how loud was you yelling? You know what I'm saying? That's like, I don't know. Maybe the nigga hid in the stall. And waited for the niggas to leave the restroom before he got out the stall type shit. I don't know. I have no idea. I don't know. This is weird.
Or deny this. But also, Dezz had a point about the vagueness of the essay statement, which I think that's also kind of weird too. In the original video, the stock guy never actually elaborates on the essay comment that he heard. I think that does hurt his credibility a little bit, because if you're gonna make a claim that wild, we need to know what exactly makes you think it's essay.
You really had a problem where you really felt a way about that shit, the nigga would have said it during the award show. The nigga would have said it, and it makes no sense for the nigga to say it after.
I do agree with what Silky is saying here. If the stock guy thought he heard something concerning, he should have spoken up sooner. There's not enough discussion on that. If you're hearing someone making essay threats, you speak up. Maybe the stock guy was unsure, and maybe he had doubts about what was being said, but still, you made the claim, you need to speak up. But I think those doubts stem from the very fact that when you have two people from two different parts of the world interacting, something gets lost in translation. And that's probably what happened in this scenario. That's probably why he spoke up after. So, in my opinion, this whole streamer award situation with the stock guy was most likely a misunderstanding that got taken too far. New York lingo is infamous for being kind of brash, a little weird, and a little aggressive. I think maybe he jumped the gun a little bit, but that doesn't even matter. Let's talk about some serious allegations that hold actual weight. Meet Toxic Barbie, a woman who claimed Dezz had forced himself on her.
Yeah, he forced himself on me. Bro, yeah, he was violent. Like, he was doing too much. Like, he was really being a thirsty, desperate individual, and I really should have just called the cops there, and the situation would have been totally different. And that's why you don't wait. If you want to report somebody, you make that report right there and then you go to the hospital and you get that check. Word. But that's why I really don't want to, like, go into details, because it's, like, really traumatizing. That's why I violate him, and that's why I make awareness to this, because I am still traumatized from the fact that I try to act like it didn't happen. So when it happened to me, I try to act like it didn't happen. So it's just like I try to just forget about it. And then afterwards, he would try to, like, come back into my life. So afterwards, my friend called me one day, like, oh, come to the studio. And then Dezz was there, and then he tried to talk to me on the phone, and then I just, like, I started cursing him out, and then I hung up. I was like, bro, I don't fuck with you. Like,
now, since this clip was posted, people have been quick to call her a liar, and honestly, even I questioned the validity of her claims. But till this day, she has maintained this allegation and is active on Twitter right now, telling people about it. And after doing some research, I even found an update video of her speaking about her allegations.
hey y'all, what's up? I'm Toxic Barbie. For those who don't know me, I just want to address a few things. Okay, so about the DTV Dezz situation, Desmond, I got a call from the detective, and they said that they don't have enough evidence to charge him and arrest Desmond. So no, I did not receive justice for him essaying me. There's a lot of reasons why I brought it to the internet. I'm not about to keep explaining why. He deserves to get exposed. He's not a good guy. And God forbid he gave me something that I can't get rid of, then what?
Yeah.
And at the end of this day, I'm not.
I understand what she's talking about, but like, damn, you gotta have some proof, bro. I don't want to just like call her a liar, bro, because it's a black woman calling a nigga out on some serious shit. So it's like, bro, I'm not trying to just like, I'm not trying to like kick her like move. You're lying, move. I'm not trying to do that. So like, I'm just like, let me get some proof for real. We need some proof.
Not ashamed nor embarrassed, nor am I a victim of a guy with a shrimpy. Do not put your hands on me without consent, period. And there's no exposing me, period. Nobody's gonna try to tell my personal business, try to throw anything in my face. That's why I told my own story, period, and I went viral. So that's what's up. Like, and who gonna do what to me? Nobody.
So she says there wasn't enough evidence, but that doesn't mean that this situation didn't happen. That doesn't mean that Dezz didn't force himself on her. And on Twitter, like I said, she's been consistently speaking about it and even exposed the fact he was a deadbeat father with the DNA test, which is absolutely absurd. So not only is this guy allegedly he's also a deadbeat father based off of this DNA test.
What?
But here's her most recent response speaking about what Dezz did to her.
Hey y'all, what's up? I'm Toxic Barbie. I'm here to tell my story about DTV Dezz essaying me. Me and Dezz have a mutual friend named Chance. I put all the proof that I do have because this happened in 2022. I've had plenty of new Instagrams, new numbers. Dezz noticed me because Chance put my picture on a flyer to promote his party, and then he DM'd me, and then we exchanged numbers. So I was living in Jersey at the time on my mama's couch. My house flooded, so he invited me over, and he was being like really thirsty, and that was the red flag. Then this is the weapon comes into play. I see that he has a weapon. We're just chilling watching TV, and I swear to God, he literally just got on top of me. And I was just generally so confused. Thing is like really this big, and I didn't feel nothing but a pressure of a 200-pound man on top of me. He did not ask for my consent.
I'm not gonna play it all, but please go and support Shorty on TikTok. She's been very vocal about it and has not backed down.
Bro, it don't like, I'm not, literally the only thing that's missing for me is the proof. That's literally it. If she had proof, bro, he did that shit. God, he did that shit. If she had proof, he did that shit. Cause like, the story is not, it's not like, I'm not getting no she lying vibes. I'm not getting that. The only thing missing for me, nigga, is that she don't have proof. That's literally it. If she had fucking proof, bro, I would be cooking that nigga. I ain't gonna lie, I would be on his ass. Not gonna lie, I would be looking into this shit. I'm finna make another video on this shit, nigga, my own video, nigga. Cause it's weird, bro. This is weird. Cause if he actually did that shit, that's fucked up. I don't fuck with that shit. I got 2 baby sisters and a mom. Everybody has a mom, but you know what I'm saying. I don't play that. I don't play like that, bro. This shit is weird. Yeah, bro. This is weird as hell, bro. But she don't got no proof though, so we don't know he did that.
On what she says, despite everyone saying she's lying. Obviously, these are still just allegations, but she even
But she got a picture of Dezz cash apping her, bro. Wait. This is 2 years ago? I ain't gonna lie, bro. That's not good enough for me. 2 years? My nigga, 2 years, nigga? That shit says March 21st. Nah, that's not even 2 years, nigga. 3 going on 4. That's 3 going on 4 years. Wait. Yeah, that's 3 going on 4 years. It's 2025, finna be 26. That shit says March 24th, 2022. What's the other one say? Because there was another one. Hold on, let me see. Where is it at? There you go. Yeah, that still says 2022. He still can't explain why he sent me half the money for the plan B. Half the money. Why would he only send you half the money if that nigga if so you saying a plan B like $60 basically. A plan B is $60. Why wouldn't he send you the whole 60 for the plan B? So you saying the nigga he essayed you and he did it raw, and that nigga busted in you too? Damn. That nigga busted in you too? Now this ain't a laughing matter, but and then he sent you $28 after? That's some broke nigga shit. I can't lie to you. That's some broke nigga shit. So I don't know. Cause Dezz ain't broke, right? Dezz is not broke, to my knowledge. He sent her $28? Half the money for a plan B? Why not send her the whole plan B bill? I don't get it. I don't get it, bro. I never seen this shit before. Somebody let me know, like, is that normal to send half the plan B bill? Is that like some niggas just do? Cause me personally, I would just send the whole ticket. $60 is nothing. It's literally nothing.
Invite me over.
And then he sent her 28, specifically 28. Why couldn't you just add the whole 30? What the $2 do? I know, bro. It's so many questions, bro. Why $28 for the plan B? It said half the money, right? That must be Chance.
And he was being like really thirsty, and that was the.
Is that him? That's not Dezz. That's Chance, bro. That gotta be the Chance guy.
Red flag. Then this is the weapon comes into play. I see that he has a weapon. We're just chilling watching TV, and I swear to God, he literally just got on top of me, and I was just generally so confused. Thing is like really
down on
y'all was just watching TV, and he just got on top of you. So like he put you down, cause was y'all laying down watching TV, and he just rolled on top of you, or was you up watching TV like this, and he put you down and then got on top of you type shit? I don't know. You gotta be more like detail. You gotta have detail. Detail matters, bro. I'm trying to tell you. And proof too. Like you don't got no fucking proof. It's oh my god. But she does have proof that they crossed paths. They've been in the same facility. It's possible that that's his Cash App, but it's also possible it's not. All he has to do is prove it by showing his Cash App. Then we know that's. Hey, bro, if this nigga shows his Cash App, like what his shit says, because you only have one Cash App, right? Well, you can have multiple with different numbers, I think. I don't know. Maybe. I think you can only have one Cash App, though. Bro, if this nigga shows his Cash App and it says that exact username, that might be, nigga, we almost there. Like, we almost cracked the case at that point. We know he damn near. It's possible, bro. Why would he send you $28? Yeah, bro, he did that shit. If we can figure out if that's his Cash App or not, I feel like he did it. I'll be willing to put money that he did that shit. But until then, bro, you ain't got enough proof for me, so I can't really defend you, bro. Like, it's fucked up if you actually did that shit, though. Sincerely, bro. I really don't fuck with that shit, bro. That shit not cool, but no proof, bro. Can't really help you.
She says, despite everyone saying she's lying. Obviously, these are still just allegations, but she even made a video a couple hours ago going to the police station to file another report.
It's a beautiful day. I just jumped out of bed and I'm on my way to go snitch.
So what I'm trying to say is that I don't think Dezz necessarily did what the stock guy is saying that he did at the streamer awards. And I think that case in particular was just a misunderstanding that went too far. I also don't want to partake in any type of rhetoric that is dogpiling a black person just because it's easy to. And I dislike the precedent that sets as a black man. However, with that being said, this nigga Dezz has real allegations that are extremely concerning that are being levied at him.
That shit is disturbing, bro. All of this shit. Like, this is a lot for just one. But at the same time, bro, nigga, that Cash App said 2022 on March 24th. That's throwing me off, bro. It's 2025. So this shit happened 3 years ago. Come on, bro. I don't know.
him till this day. The conversation about the streamer awards feels kind of dumb, I guess. Like, we have
And she's still like tweeting to this day. That's crazy.
a whole woman explicitly stating Dezz forced himself on her. You have this woman still talking about it till this day. You have this woman post a whole video of her going to file what I presume is a police report, and nobody is speaking about this. I haven't seen Kai speak about it either, so that stuff is mad weird to me.
I mean, that's his homie. Why would he get into it? Why would he get into that? I don't even think they should get into that, bro.
Even rewrote a lot of this video so I could bring this to light, because this is apparently what the media doesn't want you to see. You have so many people trying to dismiss this girl as a liar. So with that being said, the streamer award situation likely,
Yeah, that's fucked up too. Like if it's a woman actively trying to tell people that she's been SA'd, and niggas just automatically say you're lying, get the fuck on. That's actually fucked up, bro. I can't lie. I don't fuck with that too. I don't fuck with that at all. Like, that makes you not as bad as the person who SA'd her, but you ain't far off, nigga. You a fucked up nigga, bro. That's actually fucked up. But bro, that you just don't got no proof, bro. That's the only thing.
a misunderstanding, but don't let that distract you from the real allegations that are currently being levied towards Dezz, because from where I'm standing, I think there's a real chance he did what Toxic Barbie is claiming he did, but that's just my opinion, and that's really all I had to say. So subscribe.
Yeah, there is a chance. It ain't 0%, nigga. Let's just let that know for sure. I'm gonna let y'all niggas know that for sure. It's not 0%. It ain't a 0% chance that he did that shit. Yeah, it's not 0%. It's definitely like 50. I'm at 50-50. If she had like just a little bit more proof, he'll be at like 90% for sure.
For more unsolicited opinions. Y'all niggas be blessed. I'm gonna get up out of here.
Yeah, man. It looks like that's the video, man. Y'all let me know what you think about this shit in the comments. Did Dezz actually do the shit that he's been accused of, or is he innocent? Let me know what you think. I love y'all boys. See y'all next video, and I'm out.